I could really use a beer. Let's talk cowboy hats. What do you think of the new getup? Same place. New painting. A lot more whiskeys. And new camera. Alright, so you clicked on this video because you want to figure out what kind of cowboy hat you should get. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's up to you, honestly. But I'm going to tell you some of the things about cowboy hats that can help guide your decision-making process. So the first thing you should ask yourself is what you're going to be using the hat for. Is it going to be a very nice hat for special occasions, or is it going to be your just kind of kick around hat that you really don't care about? And that's a lot of range there. You got to also think of the characteristics of the hats, like is it a felt or is it a straw? Is it leather? Is it palm leaf? It could be any one of those or any more. And the situations that you'd use those are a little different from each other. If it's 100 degrees outside and it's super humid, you're probably not going to want this hat. You're probably going to want a straw hat. So what determines the quality of a hat can be summed up by its X factor. So in your cowboy hat, it's going to say a number followed by X's. And what that means for a felt hat is how much beaver is in there, beaver fur, and how just overall quality the hat is. Now what used to be standard is not so standard anymore. It also varies depending on the material of the hat. See this hat? See this hat? Now this hat again. So, are these from two different brands? One of these higher quality? Nope. These are honestly pretty similar. It's the same company, same quality, probably even same line. So when the rating was first introduced, it was 1 would be a poor, no beaver at all quality hat. And a 10 would be the top of the line, mostly beaver. It was pretty easy to tell what quality hat you're getting based on that X factor. But it's changed over time. Different companies use a different scale from each other. So let's say this is a 10X, alright? Well, this is a Rodeo King. So this 10X would be a 7X in American Hat Company. This might be a 20X in a Cavender's brand hat. It really depends. So the real way to figure it out is to feel it yourself. Feel how soft the hat is. See how thick it is here. The more beaver that is in there, the less lower quality furs are in there, and the tighter the felting process has made it tighter. So you can also compare by the brim, but there are also hats that are just thicker. So now that you're a little more familiar with the quality and what to look for in the hat, now it's what kind of shape, what color, what size. Again, it's up to preference, but there are some things that could make it to where you would look better in a certain hat compared to another. There are two things to look for when choosing a size for your hat. It's the actual size and the shape. You can shake it like crazy and it doesn't come off. And that is good. Because when you're walking outside, the wind is going to be blowing, and this big brim catches wind pretty easily. Now with the colors of the hat, honestly, I think just whatever you like. So with the pre-shaped hat, you're pretty much stuck with the shape that you got, especially on the crown. You have a little more leeway with the brim, but with the crown, they steam it really hot, and it's just hard to get that crease out of there. So I usually like to get open crowns, and they are more expensive. So if that's not something you want, then just get a pre-shaped one that you like and just roll with it. I've come to find that open crowns, I can get it to fit me better and just get it to shape I like better. So if you're wanting a hat that you can reshape, definitely get an open crown. It's gonna be more personal. If you get your hat at a Western shop, most likely they have a little area that they shape the hats for you there, and you can tell them exactly how you want it. These two hats are Gus's. I prefer the Gus. It's just a classic look and I like it. The first hat I ever had was a Gus. It was a black felt hat. It was my dad's. He let me use it for a while, and then he also let me have his cattleman straw hat that's like 20 odd years old now, and it's just I thought I liked the cattleman better at first, but I kind of went more along the lines of the Gus. And to make a short story long, that's my preference. And if you don't know what shapes there are for cowboy hats, there are two things to note: the crown and the brim. So I'm gonna put up a picture right here, and that is a rough guide on to know what you're looking for. So if you go up to the guy at the counter and say, hey, I want my hat shaped, how do you want it? Well, I know what I want, but I just can't say it. Now you got a reference, and you can just Google it too. That works perfect. Cowboy hat shapes. And you're good. So if you're unsure about what your hat size is, go into the store, try on different hats, see what fits you. And different companies are also going to have different shapes. Like, for what I've noticed, a lot of the pre-shaped Stetsons are more round oval, and a lot of the times their hats are really short, so I can't really shove my hat down onto my head. It kind of sits too high. Hey, Chad from the future here. I forgot to do an outro. Well, I would like to thank y'all for watching this video, and if you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, and you like the content on this channel, just go ahead and subscribe, and there'll be more content for you. And don't forget to leave a comment to let me know what you thought of this and what you want to see from me in the future. And I'll see y'all next time.